What counts as historical proof? We talk a lot about comparative mythology, but let's shift gears today. So I've got over 100 days of overseas archaeological digs under my belt, boots in the dirt, working alongside seasoned experts, hunting for evidence to confirm or deny speculative claims. So let's break the methodology down and apply it to comparative mythology studies. What actually counts as academic evidence for ancient theories? So first is manuscript evidence, if we have variants of a text or older versions. Second is archaeological findings, if we have artifacts, inscriptions, archaeological strata, or even iconography. And then third is external corroboration, so if we have admin records, contemporary writings, or even if we had carbon copies of a myth just with different entities. Now, what about literary analysis? It is useful, it helps us form hypotheses. Our lead researcher even used it to help us find archaeological proof on our dig. But in myth or ancient studies, literary analysis is not decisive evidence to make confident claims in anything beyond internal textual data, such as genre. It's just interpretation. Interpretation is supplementary. It's never definitive proof without hard external evidence. On MQuad, we explore the mythical matrix, the myth, the primal source, whatever you want to call it. And I've used literary thematic arguments before, like I believe Anzu is Satan, based on narrative parallels from Genesis to Revelation. Or I think Asag in the Ninurta myth represents a volcano, since the story matches known eruptions, and he has a bizarre, formless description in the myth. But even if my logic is airtight and I use the best literary analysis in the world, it will never be proof in an academic sense. As John Hayes writes in a Manual of Sumerian Grammar about the word for copper across language families of Sumerian, Akkadian, and Indo-European, speculation is fun. But there is almost no way to prove such etymologies, page 157. And that's for something as direct as language similarities. Now imagine how those limitations transfer to a theory on an ancient text without concrete, absolute evidence. And he's by far the only scholar to acknowledge these limitations. Sir Moses Finley argued we should remove the Trojan War from history because we didn't have definitive archaeological evidence. That humility from John Hayes and Sir Moses Finley, that's real scholarship. Confidence does not equal evidence, and boldness does not equal accuracy. And everyone, regardless of credentials or their specific field, must follow the same historical method to make claims of confidence or certainty in history. So be wary of those that confuse interpretation as evidence.